Madridistas, there's something about those Champions League nights in the Santiago Bernabeu as Real Madrid come back to defeat Stuttgart 3-1. In this video, I'm going to be recapping the game, telling you the things I liked, things I didn't like, as well as giving you my man of the match. But before we get started, if you're new around here, I'm Dally with Dallyfc, and I cover all things Real Madrid. At the end of the video, if you like the content, you want to see more from myself, please hit that subscribe button. Right now, smash that like button as Real Madrid defeats Stuttgart 3-1, and let me know in the comments who is your man of the match. So coming into this game, I was feeling a lot more confident because as I talked about in my match preview, if you missed it, you can check it out here. Jude Bellingham and Tchouaméni would be back with the squad. They've been training this past couple days, and I was predicting that they would be back in the starting lineup. And as you can see on the screen, they were, of course, back in the starting lineup. Now, shout out to the commenters who were letting me know. They said, hey, Dally, it looks like Militao will be out for this one, or he might not even make the start initially. So who was going to be moving over? Well, Carvajal moves over to center back, and we, of course, get Lucas Vázquez moving over to right back as well. Now, I feel pretty good about Lucas Vázquez coming on. You know, he's been with Real Madrid for years now. He's one of the better players I think that we've had, honestly, be a part of the squad. You know, really good role player for Real Madrid. So I feel pretty confident with him there. And then Carvajal, we saw it last year with Carvajal. He was pretty good in center back duties when he was called on upon. And so I was pretty confident going into this one. Furlan Mendy at left back, Rudiger always fantastic, as well as Courtois back deep. And of course, VMR at the top. So coming into this lineup, I was feeling pretty confident, you know, going into this game. Stuttgart, you know, they're a middle table team. This should be a team that we should dominate. So when this game starts, I wasn't feeling fantastic because Stuttgart come out right away and then get a really good shot at Courtois. And Courtois has to make a fantastic save. And luckily, Courtois was on his A game in this one. We'll talk about so many of the saves that Courtois was making in this one. Now, a little later, it's a really good run from Rodrigo in the 6th minute, but it's a bad final pass to Mbappe. But I did like that we were finally seeing, you know, Rodrigo and Mbappe linking up, because we've seen a lot Mbappe and Vinny linking up as well. So it was really good to finally see, you know, Rodrigo and Mbappe link up. And they link up a little better later in the game, but we'll get to that. A little later, it's a really good pass from Mbappe to Tchouaméni into the box. And Tchouaméni actually takes a decent shot. It wasn't the best shot. I don't think he was 100% ready to go, but it goes over the bar in the 7th minute. And it was a really good opportunity for us. We just don't capitalize on it. A little later in the 15th minute, Courtois makes another fantastic save. And again, guys, we're so lucky that Courtois was doing fantastic today. A little later after that, it's a really good attempt by Mbappe in the 25th minute. And it's a really good save by the Stuttgart keeper. And, you know, we're starting to heat up. You know, I really started to like what we were seeing from Mbappe. My only issue with Mbappe, I think he was kind of illustrating what his shot was going to be right away. Instead of just, you know, we've seen Endrick where Endrick hits the ball, it's just he's hitting it right away. For Mbappe, he's kind of lining it up and going slow and like getting set. You can kind of know he's going to be shooting it instead of passing it. So I would like Mbappe to be a little quicker when it comes to actually shooting the ball moving forward. Now, it's a 3-on-2 for Stuttgart a little late in the game. Carvajal blocks it, but it almost goes in. And of course, it hits the post. And we get lucky again, the woodwork coming in clutch for Real Madrid in the 28th minute. A little bit later in the game, Rudiger looks to get fouled in the box. He's screaming because he's in pain, right? And after an initial look, you know, I'm like, did you even get hit, Rudiger? Honestly, did you get hit? Well, they show the replay a couple times to the people watching on TV, and then, of course, the ref goes and takes a look, and it doesn't look like Rudiger gets hit at all. If he gets hit, it's probably like he gets nicked, maybe the slightest, but they initially awarded a penalty for Real Madrid, and after taking a look at VAR, it is disallowed, and Stuttgart get the ball back. And honestly, unbiased and all, that was the right call. Rudiger does not get fouled in that one. And I was like, really, we're getting another, you know, Madrid is really what's happening with us. But I think that was the right call. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Lucas Vázquez gets the ball, and I thought overall he had a decent game in this one. The biggest issue is this right here. He gets the ball, and it's an awful pass to the middle. It's literally nobody. It's a hospital pass. And Stuttgart get the ball, and it's a fantastic save once again by Courtois here. And at this moment in the game, in the first half, Courtois has 4 saves already, and 3 of them were clutch saves. You know, easily could have been 2 goals for Stuttgart early in the first half. So luckily that we had Courtois back there, and he was doing fantastic for us as well. Toward the end of the first half, Bellingham wins the ball in the box and passes it off to Mbappe, but Mbappe gets surrounded by 3 Stuttgart players, and so we don't even get a shot off. Now, just like a couple seconds later, Bellingham with the pass of the day. It is a beautiful, and when I say this, I mean it, a beautiful through ball to Mbappe, but I've talked about it before. Mbappe's first touch a couple times has been poor, and this is one of them especially too. It's a poor first touch from Mbappe, and we don't even get a shot off on this one. This should have been an easy goal for Mbappe. He was one-on-one with the keeper. Again, though, just shout out to Jude Bellingham coming back in. And this pass, I'm telling you, was an incredible pass for him. But it was a really back and forth first half. I wasn't feeling incredible. I'm like, this is like the same team we've been watching. However, I will say this was a lot more encouraging first half. I thought our attacking was looking a lot better. Rodrigo was really driving in. Vinny was looking pretty good. Mbappe was involved. And Jude Bellingham, the first 20 minutes, he wasn't doing great, but I thought he actually started picking it up really good in the first half toward the end. And like I said, that pass from him was just fantastic. Now, so coming out of halftime, Militao comes on for Lucas Vazquez. And overall, like I said, I thought Lucas Vazquez did okay other than that hospital pass. That was an awful pass from him. And so if you critique Lucas Vazquez on that one, I 100% agree with you because that was an awful pass. But we start hot. And when I mean hot, we start hot right away in the second half. It's a beautiful ball from Tchouaméni, and it looks like the Stuttgart defender was going to hit it. However, he misses it, and Rodrigo gets the ball and drives it down, and Mbappe is waiting for him in the middle, and Rodrigo passes it to Mbappe, who sends it home to put Real Madrid up 1-0 right away in the beginning of the second half. And this is fantastic because this is what we need. We need to start hot. And once we do, the game really opens up again right after this. Mbappe comes on the counterattack, and it's a decent shot at the near post, but the goalkeeper makes a really good save. And honestly, this is what I thought we're getting 2 goals. I thought we're getting 3 goals because the 10 minutes after we get the first one, Real Madrid, we were just screaming down the wings. You have Rodrigo running down. You have Vinny. You have Mbappe. And it's just another good chance in the 50th minute for Rodrigo. But again, it goes out for a corner. We're just not capitalizing when we should be capitalizing on it. And I think right then and there is when Real Madrid should have put this game away. Like I said, we easily could have got 2 goals, 3 goals in like 10 minutes right away in the second half. But unfortunately, we only come back with 1. In the 58th minute, Vinny has a fantastic opportunity. However, he hits the crossbar. This was probably Vinny's best chance today. He only took 2 shots in total. And honestly, I want to see some more shots from Vinny. The Vinny that was so special last year that will be winning him the Ballon d'Or with taking shots all the time. It was not only taking shots, he was getting goals. We need more of that from Vinny moving forward. Right after the Vinny opportunity, I was getting really frustrated because Stuttgart starts getting chance after chance after chance. This time they have a fantastic opportunity, and Courtois makes another great save. But I'm like, Real Madrid, put this game away. I don't understand. We get 1 goal and then we get complacent. We get opened up on the defensive end, and I'm just not sure what's happening. And I'm like, Stuttgart's going to take advantage of this because on set pieces, we've been really vulnerable. And guess what? That's exactly what happens. Stuttgart, they finally take advantage of it in the 68th minute. They send the ball in, they send it back out, and it's Undov who gets a header. And Courtois, he's kind of caught in no man's land because it gets headed back out to Undov. And Stuttgart tie the game up 1-1 in the 68th minute. And I knew this was going to be happening. Set pieces for us, I'm not sure exactly why it's been happening, but we just suck at it. We're just been really terrible, and I think that's one of the areas that we can get better at moving forward. Definitely one of the areas that I think we should be watching in the future. In the 75th minute, Rodrigo comes off and Arda Güler comes on, and then Ferland Mendy comes off and Fran Garcia come on. And then a couple minutes later, the surprise of the day was Endrick coming on for Jude Bellingham. We know that Jude is still coming back from injury, but to bring on Endrick, I was actually pretty surprised. I had a feeling that we would be seeing Endrick in this one, and boy, am I happy we get to see him in this one. But coming on for Bellingham, I guess I understand, we are looking for a goal. So I was very happy to see Endrick come on. It was just a little interesting to see, Bellingham coming off for him as well. But a little later, Modric gets the ball, gets a corner opportunity for us, and he curls in a beautiful ball to Rudiger, who heads it in. And we take the lead 2-1 in the 83rd minute. And I'm super happy. This is a fantastic corner from Modric. I was a little critical of him, more so on the right corners, but we will forget all about that. It's a beautiful ball from Luka Modric. And this is why you bring him on. I value him as a sub. Even though he's 39, he can bring, opportunities to create chances for us in this one as well. And that's what happens. Also, shout out to Rudiger. Gets the header against one of his former teams, I believe. I'm pretty sure he played for Stuttgart before. And I'm super happy because it looks like everybody just beats the crap out of him too. And, he fully deserves it because he's always beating up on people after they score. So very happy about that. Vinny, a couple minutes later, has a fantastic opportunity and unfortunately just kind of blows it. And we just can't put this one away. I'm still a little nervous. I'm like, is Stuttgart going to come back and, get their second goal? However, Endrick Bobby Endrick on his honeymoon and everything. Shout out to Bobby, just got married a couple days ago. Endrick comes on a counterattack and hits an absolute ripper to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper can't save it, and Bobby puts us up 3-1 to end the game for Real Madrid to win 3-1. Now, this is a fantastic opportunity because we are on a counterattack. Vinny's on one side and Mbappe's on the other. But the amount of confidence that Endrick has to say, no, guys, don't worry, I got it. And we looked on the live stream after. If you guys missed the live stream, you can check it out. But it was a 0.05 XG goal. And this is just a fantastic goal from Endrick. And again, Endrick comes on and just delivers. This is his first Champions League game in the Santiago Bernabeu for Real Madrid. Not just only for Real Madrid, ever. He's never played in the Champions League before and comes on and just delivers. This is exactly why we need to be seeing this kid a lot more in the future as well. Again, guys, Real Madrid defeats Stuttgart 3-1. Now, let's talk about some players. Now, there's a couple of people I really want to highlight, but first, let's take a look at the average position for the players in this one. And now, as you can see on the screen, this was the average position. And as you can see, Rodrigo, shout out to Rodrigo, fantastic game from him, actually staying more of a right wing in this one. Vinny staying at left wing, and then actually Mbappe staying as a true, more of true center forward as well. Now, the first player I really want to highlight is, of course, the player coming back from injury, and that is Jude Bellingham. I thought overall, as you can see on the screen, the heat map for Jude, I thought Jude, first 20 minutes were really slow for him, but the pressing, the passing from him, and just him defensively, he brings so much for this midfield, and I'm incredibly happy that he's back with the squad, and hopefully he can stay healthy because honestly, Jude is easily one of the best players in the world, and he's so important for Real Madrid. This wasn't a fantastic game overall for Jude. 7.1 is what SofaScore gave him, but again, him coming on, creating opportunities, driving into the box and doing things that might not earn you stats, getting assists, getting goals. He might not show that, but what he does is he creates opportunity and he creates width and he creates channels for us to run in. And he plays almost like more of a center forward sometimes and like a true striker when he comes on. And so shout out to Jude. I thought it was a fantastic game from him coming back from injury. Again, I think he's going to get better and better, and hopefully he can stay healthy, and then hopefully in the future we can see him out there for the full 90 minutes. Now, the next player I have to look at is Courtois. This was a fantastic game for Courtois. He had multiple saves in this one too, and honestly, without Courtois, we're probably losing this game, honestly. They had a couple of really good opportunities. Does he give up a goal? He does, but ultimately, I thought this was a really good game from him. Like I said, 4 saves in the first half, and these were not easy saves. These are like really, really good saves for Courtois. So shout out to Courtois. Now, I have to talk about Kylian Mbappe in this one. He gets the goal. I thought overall it was a pretty good game. As you can see on the screen, his heat map as well. And he was playing far up in this one too. Where the heat map is red, that's pretty much where he scored it. It was a pretty easy tap in for him where he just beats the center, beats the center back. And honestly, it was just even a better pass from Rodrigo. And let's take a look at Rodrigo's heat map as well. And as you can see, Rodrigo, he's actually playing, guys. He's playing as a right wing. It's been something I've been really critical of him in years past, and I thought overall this was a fantastic game from Rodrigo, staying true on the right wing, linking up with Valverde, linking up with Carvajal, linking up with Vasquez, and linking up, I think the most important thing, with Mbappe in this one, getting the assist to the goal. And just fantastic game overall from Rodrigo. Very happy. Something about when he sees those stars on those balls in the Champions League, he knows it's time. It's time. That's why he needs to be starting every single Champions League for us, I believe, moving forward. Now, when it comes to my man of the match, I think all of these players did pretty good overall. But, of course, I have to give it to Thibaut Courtois. What a fantastic game from Thibaut Courtois in this one. He won the Champions League Player of the Match as well, and he, of course, wins the more important one, Dallyfc's Player of the Match. It was a fantastic game for him. Again, without him, I think we easily give up at least 3 to maybe even 4 goals. Not saying Lunin couldn't do a good job. I just think Courtois was just critical in our success today as well. Now, I'll be back later this week making my match preview for the Espanyol game, and I'll be back Saturday live again. So if you're not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button. Again, guys, like the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Dally with Dallyfc. Cheers. Hala Madrid.